Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What is heritage? Heritage is preservation of old. Why metro? In India, out of 34 metros under operation, implementation and planning stage, 31 are of historical importance. And historical urban precincts and structures often stressed by infrastructure projects, particularly buildings of underground structures. Urban renewal and development projects lead to distress on the structures. Urban renewal and development projects lead to distress on the structures. Presentation outlines the underground metros and salient aspects of the heritage structures. Now, urban heritage structures often stressed during the implementation of infrastructure projects, infrastructure projects, including underground metros. Renewal and redevelopment activities lead to distress existing heritage and non-heritage structures. First metro in India was commissioned in Calcutta in 1984. Delhi metro started in 2002 and Mumbai metro started in 2014. Currently, metros are in operation in 10 cities and in 6 cities under construction and planning in 18 cities. Kolkata Metro, routed through historic and crowded street. For Delhi Metro, many stations are through or near to significant heritage. Jaipur Metro, where conservation approach discovered and presented to public, forgotten stepped water tank, and 32-kilometer long underground Mumbai North-South Metro passing in proximity of World Heritage Structures. Heritage structures include buildings, monuments, gardens, cemeteries, and others. Historic environment and material remains identity, identity of the individuals, communities, culture, and country. Corridors for Mumbai and Kolkata Metro Tunnel planned with the precast concrete segments, stations and shafts using cut and cover for bottom up or top down and also using NATM. Selection of appropriate tunneling method commensurate with geotechnical condition with protection of existing structures. The Kolkata tunnel is through the soft silty clay, while Delhi encountered weathered quartzite and alluvium. Jaipur tunnel through brittle sandstone, while Mumbai tunnel through stable basalt layer. This is the few photographs on the DN Road buildings. DN Road in Mumbai, a part of the Heritage Mile, and BGS Road stretches from Flora Fountain, a Grade 1 heritage structure. The photograph is not included, to Victoria Terminus, a World Heritage structure. DN Road is an early example of urban design. Buildings built using varied materials like brick, sandstone, basalt with steel and timber composite structure and styles reflecting diverse eclectic range. In this road, the business and activities includes banking, legal and services related, logistics, camera and related optics and electronic equipment, hotels, departmental stores, cinema theaters, schools, college, hospitals, and whatnot. Role of conservation professionals: first, evaluate significance of heritage. Second, ensures policies and advocacy in decision. Third, conservation of heritage ethically, scientifically, and professionally. In practice, conditions ranging from political to economic, social to ecological, and to technical. For engineers to evaluate assessment, strengthening of existing structure, assessment where damage, distress, deterioration are suspected to or known. Important to record the history of structure, behavior and movement over time, effects due to seasonal changes, pre-construction photos, videos and the test reports are crucial to establish the condition. Assessment where damage, distress or deterioration is suspected or known. Damage may cause due to leakage, aggressive environment, fire, impact, earthquake, severe impact, severe weather, and where vulnerable materials are used. For heritage structures category are grade 1, grade 2A and 2B, grade 3. Grade 1 includes the buildings and precincts of national and historic importance. 2A, 2B includes buildings of local importance, aesthetics and cultural value. Grade 3, buildings and precincts of town space and sociological interest. Heritage structures, structural condition types are of 6 types. Type 0 is practically non-structural with non-structural cracks. Type 1 very slight, type 2 slight, type 3 moderate that is minor cracks, sporadic, spalled concrete and seepage. Type 4 severe, type 5 very severe that is badly deteriorated load bearing structures. Existing buildings with major and minor cracks, partial collapse and the soil erosion shown these photographs. Monitoring was mandated during tunneling for structural safety and observe response of ground movement, assess settlement control at surface and obtain settlement pattern of ground surface, map progressive deformation during tunneling and station excavation. The crack shown here is around 50 millimeter and more, and definitely this is a vulnerable condition for a building assessment. This slide shows the supporting arrangement during the excavation or tunneling. Uh, Supports are primarily has been used for the distressed slabs, distressed beams, distressed staircase, and sometimes columns. And it uses different types of material. During condition survey, being this is a multidisciplinary activities, professionals from all disciplines like architects, structural, civil general, utility, electrical and power should work in tandem. Strengthening of support structure for the existing buildings affected by the excavation or by tunneling in situation where there is an imminent risk to the public. Structural engineers and service engineers to contact the concerned authorities and brief them the situation and also soon hand over a note highlighting the risk. The effect of underground transport system on both heritage and non-heritage structures are twofold. One during construction, the other during operations. And the possible damages are associated as architectural, functional, and structural. Reasons for assessment objective methodology, anticipated difficulties, limitation of findings and deliverables, and analysis needs to include all structural elements, both load and non-load bearing. During construction, monitoring of each element of structure is a must. Monitoring was carried out to control deformation of tunnel, ensuring precise tunnel profile, evaluate appropriateness of TBM and tunneling method, assess settlement pattern both during tunneling and excavation, effect of groundwater level, measure structural stresses. Now, the assessment of effect of settlements. There are three stages. Stage 1, structures for which predicted settlement is less than 10 millimeter and the ground slope is less than 1 in 500 need not be subject to further assessment. Stage 2, structures had potential risks to exceed stage 1 were assessed individually using limiting tensile strain approach. Stage 3, when the building condition survey indicates a structure in category 3 or critical, vulnerable against structural safety, need for rigorous analysis. Effect of settlement has already all been discussed, and now heritage conservation scope. Compared to survey, the archival data is more reliable since it incorporates buildings' arcade footprints, including the street features and building heights. Ground tunneling, ground truthing was carried out to incorporate changes done over time since archival maps were prepared. It was used for virtually recreating the heritage character and primary reason. Primary reason for decay may be attributed to well-mentioned government policies of rain control and their responsibility of these structures and mitigate through sales tax for the maintenance of these buildings. And many of the buildings have not been maintained, poorly retrofitted for the changing lifestyles or occupancy and are in dilapidated state. This slide shows the basis of an understanding of their location with respect to H412. It shows the foundation for the masonry works and also the trial piece, excavated trial piece to check the foundation depth and the condition of the services. Based on this sample piece, rest of the foundation were conjectured. Now, assessing protection of existing structures. Existing and potential damages worked out based on ground movement, vertical and horizontal settlement. In line with experience gained from other metros, settlement for overburden of 7 meter in tune of 1 in 1000, that is 0.1%, results that 7 millimeter, and horizontal in the tune of 0.15% or 10 millimeter. Settlement in rock is negligible. Movement due to tunneling around 5 millimeter or lesser. Instrumentation had carried out during the construction and compared with the design values. Heritage significance had recreated to facilitate better decision making. Workflow involved the site sketches and measured documentation for 70 buildings. Photography conversion to virtual 3D model and finally renders while comparing and articulating. In brownfield, especially in context of heritage precincts, It is found that conservation is relatively new and poorly understood amongst the decision makers and hence does not receive empathy it deserves. In this conceptual stage, the Mumbai Metro started with a list of heritage structures which was operational. It was not in a comprehensive list. Had due diligence been done, holistic scopes drawn by heritage precincts and properties, magnitude of scope of heritage architect could have been clearer and would have been apparent in initial stage itself, and the work could have been faster and better. Now, in infrastructure projects like Metro Rail, it includes onus of vulnerability, assessment and protection of vulnerable assets. To be able to fulfill this requirement, role of architectural drawings of buildings becomes extremely important. These should not restricted to facades of the buildings facing alignment corridor alone, but should include whole of the building, including specially special services. Structural assessment and appropriate rehabilitation strengthening measures are essential. Thank you for attention, and for any questions, please contact the organizing committee or myself with the mail address bcroy1944@gmail.com. Thank you.